Do not go for 3, just get the 2. Ellis. Hard hit.
Ropes one. Still got a play there. Got it. Wow.
Ellis.
Get up there.
Do not go for 3, just get the 2. Ellis. Hard hit.
Ropes one. Still got a play there. Got it. Wow.
Ellis.
Get up there.
Oh, wow! What an interception by Razor. Jordan Razor takes it back, Zach, back to the 48. Biggs is going to check in. Dunlap wide open. He's going to get up there! Dunlap! Exclamation point!
All right, we are live here at Seymour High School for the tip-off of the 25-26 CIAC Connecticut basketball season. We are joined with Seymour Wildcats taking on the Watertown Warriors. Welcome to Project Purple Sports. I'm Zachary Gerstner, and I'm joined here with
Co-host Dino Varelli, founder and CEO. Zach, we're back at it, man. It seemed like last week we were just back here for senior night last year, but we're back here at Seymour for first night of the boys basketball season kicking off here. A lot of change here in Seymour. We've been doing this is going on year 3 of streaming boys high school basketball, and a lot of changes, a lot of new looks, a lot of new faces, 2 returning starters, but a lot of new people and a lot of offense to replace.
Yeah, that is an understatement. They had 4 guys last year averaging about, I want to say, 80% of their points for Seymour, if not 90% of it, and did they put Joey Carfiel up there?
Yeah,
They
he's
did.
up there. Yeah,
They added
he's
him.
at the bottom. They don't have his total though, so which is kind of annoying. They just put the school year. So yeah, they got to replace 1,000-point scorer Joey Carfiello. They replaced Shane White as well, Zach, who was a double-double guy, a lot of energy, and then Robbie Carfiello was kind of that 3-headed, senior monster last year, tri-captains, but. So be kind of interesting. Watertown, not a lot of success in the last couple of years. Seymour has had a ton of success in the States and NBL. So here we go. Tip is up. Douglas tips. Seymour had it. Cortello had it.
I will say is there's a 3 on the way, and that's off. This was a bad loss that Seymour had last year to start the season to Watertown. So we do have the starting lineups, but we will get to that video a little bit delayed here in getting to the arena. But we'll make it work. And Seymour has some good movement so far to start. Cortello's going to go down low, get to work, drop it off to Villanueva in the corner. He's going to get down head with a head of steam, drop it off to Douglas, posting up, and it's going to be stolen away for Watertown.
Good rebound there by Krishenko. So a couple names that we've mentioned last year, Cortella, Krishenko, Motel, that have played some varsity minutes. So Seymour doesn't come in raw, but just offensively, who's going to be that person to score, Zach? As Motel gets on, or excuse me, Krishenko.
I was going to say it's probably going to be him or Motel have done the most of the scoring out of the returning minutes that we've seen. I know Motel played a big part of the season down the line for the Wildcats, so it'll be interesting to see how everything else continues to pan out.
Almost a travel there. Block there, but he's going to make contact, so that's going to be on Krishenko, his first. And Davis is going to shoot two here, Zach. So, kind of interesting tidbit here. You know, you've got we didn't see Watertown play football, so I'm not sure how many football players. I know they had a tough season this year, but Seymour, you know, did have a good football season. They also played states, got bounced after the first round of states, but you've got Cortella, Krishenko, and Motel, all who played football for the Wildcat football team. So I wonder if that football rust, you know, we usually see this early in the season, that football rust, you know, takes a couple games for that to.
Nice play design there by the Wildcats.
And Davis makes one free throw out of the two, Zach. So 4-1 here. Seymour.
Oh, I had him with both.
Oh, did he make both? I'm sorry.
I don't know. They don't have him with both. I thought he made both.
Ooh. See what's going to be on the floor, though. 3. So Krishenko picks up another foul. Yeah, they're going to get a substitution here for Seymour. 33, Jacob Brito into the game. He's going to replace Krishenko. He's got 2 quick early fouls here. Not a good sign for Coach Carfiello.
No, that's one of his 2 senior captains, Cortello and then Krishenko. Good play design up in the corner on the way. No good. Motel's going to grab it. Spin move. Go the other way. He's got Villanueva. Finds him. And they're going to reset the offense.
That was a bad shot by O'Toole, and he tried to draw the foul. Brito, nice take to the hole. Motel gets a rebound. Or excuse me, Sean Douglas, I'm sorry. But just trying to draw that foul, these guys watch way too much NBA. It looked like a travel, but a foul here.
He's going to get a foul.
It looks like referee here talking to both Davis and Villanueva about John. Actually, that's not going to be on Davis. That's going to be on, who's it? 21? Austin Morris. You know, the gym here, for those watching, you know, is very small here at Seymour, so it's tight. I know Coach Carfiello loves playing here because teams aren't used to coming in here. It's almost like a middle school gym.
But that can also happen if you are the home team as well.
Another sub coming in here quick and early. It looks like Braden Champagne checking into the game.
Yeah, we saw some minutes out of him last year as well. So they do have some guys, but they are a very young team.
Can't miss the bunny. Platt misses the bunny there, bunny layup.
Getting killed on the glass. It was an issue they had last year.
Good rebound there by Motel. That's going to be on O'Toole. Yeah, that's textbook there. So Champagne in for Douglas here. So Seymour going small ball here. I mean, Watertown really doesn't have much size, Zach, so maybe that's not really an issue here. Play with 5 guards. Deep three off the mark there by Cortello.
Sorry about that. I was just checking the acoustics of the audio.
Watertown just can't find any offense here. Zach. Motel with another rebound.
I mean, there hasn't been much offense being found by any team, though. Only
Yeah.
4 points for
Kind
Seymour
of
as well.
Villanueva with a wild shot. Kind of what you would expect, though, Zach. You got a lot of new players. Ooh, Champagne's gonna take him out there. Literally,
Yeah.
Barbieri. It's like that's like +10 there. So Champagne picks up his first foul. 3 on Seymour, 2 on Watertown here. Still 4-1. But as I was saying, Zach, you have no rhythm. 3 ball off the mark. O'Toole came in, gets it, but just can't hold on to it. So as I was saying, you got like a lot of kids here that just haven't seen a lot of varsity time. So it's just gonna be ugly. I think this first quarter, maybe even this first half, is just gonna you're gonna have the ball kind of moving around quite a bit.
Yeah, and I think part of the issue that you're going to see too, right, is this is the first game that a lot of these guys are playing real minutes together with. So there's going to be a lot of growing pains. As Villanueva's going to get downhill and he's going to get stripped. That will stay
He got
here.
lucked out there.
He
Tough
did.
take, tough take. Him and Davis are going back and forth. I don't know. I guess when you're winning, it's one thing, but
Champagne's going to line up a corner three. Can't get it to roll. Cortello on the
Tell.
glass. Good pass to Brito. Brito's going to throw it away. Champagne almost picked up a second foul. Here comes Watertown trying to take the lid off the basket. Can't. They got Cortello on the outlet pass. Cortello's going to get fouled. And what was, I don't want to say ugly basketball, but very chaotic basketball there the last 20 seconds or so.
almost like hot potatoes, Zach.
Yeah.
Hot
Yeah, more
potato.
or less. I mean, but that goes back to my point, right? Like a lot of these guys haven't played together. Carfiello has had Coach Carfiello, as Cortello makes the first, has had the luxury of having a point guard for the past 4 years in Robbie, and now you got someone out new running the offense in
Well,
Villanueva,
before Robbie, he had
Rossetti.
Rossetti,
Yes.
right? You had Mike Rossetti, who was a 4-year starter, and then you had, Robbie really played varsity for 4 years. So Cortello makes the first, misses the second.
And we have a offensive battle going on here.
We might not hit 50 combined. I'm only kidding.
Oh man, there's a
Nice
three
three. There we go.
on cue
Jonathan
almost.
Platt with the three. 5-4 here. Seymour still up 1, but I guess again to your point, their first game, a lot of players who haven't played a lot. Good job there by Davis. Nice job there by Davis. He's got 3. So Davis and Platt have been the offense, and Watertown takes its first lead, 6-5.
I
But
think
as we
they
were saying, Zach, first game, a lot of nerves. If you're Motel, you got to recognize that. You can't dribble through the entire.
Well, I think they probably heard you say they weren't going to score 50 combined and tried to take matters into their own hands.
Stepped it up. I like that.
Another
Davis with
three on the
number
way.
3. Or excuse me, Platt. He's got 6.
He found his
9-5.
spot.
Yeah.
Another corner three.
So Zach, that's something young team here. Good kick out. Brito had a look, dribbles, double team coming, just tosses it away.
Going to be Champagne's second.
Yeah, that's on Champagne. So, something with that, and we're seeing a lot of substitutions here. So Douglas in for Brito, Villanueva back in for Champagne, and into the game, Jeremiah Perez as well into the game for Seymour. But
So I was just gonna say, it's 5 fouls for the bonus, correct? In Connecticut
correct,
basketball.
correct.
He's gonna heat
Another
check
three.
himself.
It's good luck though, Zach. Platt can stroke it.
Yeah, what they're gonna have to do is I don't know who you're running offense through here, but we have seen Villanueva play a little bit, JV wise. It's gonna have to be him or Motel or Cortello down low as Villanueva on cue, backdoor cut, gets 2 on the board for Seymour to cut it to 9-7.
Zach, it's kind of interesting with Seymour. Good defense there, but got to get on it. Perez with it. Seymour's always had that high post guy. Um, the last couple of years we've seen Joey Carfiello in that role. Before that, it was Caden Dressick, now the
Parage
quarterback.
too.
Yeah, Parage, for a year there. So it's interesting to see here the offense they'll run. And so far, it just seems to be a lot of man to man and a little bit of misdirect. Good
Yeah, I mean
rebound there by Douglas. Throws it away there though by Martel.
that's gonna stay here with Watertown. Yes, it will.
So I know we started late, Zach. We'll talk a little bit about this year in Project Purple Sports. So Bialetti into the game, another player. I think this is like Coach Karp's ninth player into the first quarter of this game. In the first season, he's played 9
Good
guys.
pass.
Platt would have 2 here.
He's got to have
Leads the
8 of
whole
their 11,
offense.
right?
Yeah, 11-7 here, Watertown. 20 seconds to go. But Coach Karp has played 9 different players. That's really uncommon.
I think he's just trying to figure out what he has and who can do what right now. Um,
Bialetti almost threw that away. Not a good. You can hear the fans talking.
well, 5
Tell them to
seconds.
relax. So
Looking for a chance to get another basket here. They're going to have to go quick, and I don't know why we're looking at the corner 3.
almost went in.
It did.
So 11-7. End of one here for Watertown. So
I mean, well, we can, while we have the time, let's take maybe a brief look at what happened in the NVL last year. I know we looked at the NVL and what players are returning. A lot of the teams graduated a lot of their players. I know Parker from Holy Cross. I think Barge is gone from Holy Cross. You got the Carfios, you got White, you got Hamilton here. I think WCA lost Jeremiah Williams. Who am I forgetting off the top of my head right now?
yeah, C.J. McRae out of
Yep.
Crosby. So you've got a big rebuild here in the NVL. Not only have you had a lot of players graduate, you've had some players transfer back
Yeah.
from NVL schools to other NVL schools. So, in particular, St. Paul, lost their point guard over to Holy Cross. So, should be interesting year here in the NVL. I mean, I guess the one team that would be Woodland and Wilby. Wilby brings all their kids back. At least we don't know because Waterbury schools have been closed for the last 3 days. So we'll see once the teams start play here, which may impact the next couple of weeks and how these Waterbury schools make up those games. But Wilby brings back a bunch, should bring back a bunch. Woodland brings back a bunch. Ansonia brings back some core nucleus. They did graduate Barge, but they had some young players, Roberts, and I know I'm going to butcher his name, Nakam, I think it is,
Yeah.
Nakeem, the point guard there. So I would say the NVL is pretty wide open to some degree. I mean, I think you're going to see Holy Cross and maybe Crosby come out of that league, but I think overall it's a rebuild year for the NVL as a whole. I think one thing that we have seen early on where the state, we'll talk about this probably at some point, but the state rankings now, you've got the multiplier effect actually downgraded the NVL. So a lot of teams either drop down the Division Four. Holy Cross did opt to go up to Division One, so they're the only NVL team in Division One this year. WCA has moved down, which was kind of interesting. They were in Division One the last couple of years. They won Division Three a couple of years back. So yeah, I think the NVL is going to be kind of a little bit of a rebuild this year. We're going to see a lot of youth.
If you got the team you think is going to win it and then a sleeper team, what are your two teams in the NVL this year?
I mean, I don't bet Zach, but I would say if I was a betting man and if I had someone else's money, I would probably put money on Holy Cross. My sleeper team would probably be. Ooh, that's a good one. I'd probably say Wilby, just because of the talent that we saw last year. If that team comes back, I would look out for Wilby. Um, they did lack some size, but those kids can really get out and score and play. Crosby's another team that is very dangerous. I think they've got some size and some talent. That's a double dribble there.
Well, they
Um,
also have that legendary coach, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken,
yeah.
correct?
Augelli,
Crosby?
yeah. So he you can never sleep on him, right? Coach Augelli. So, yeah, another team I think you got to be on the lookout for, as a builder. Coach Mariano up there in Naugatuck does a really good job as a coach. He had 1 year last year, and this is like one full season. He does a great job developing players. He did a great job at Woodland when he was there, developing a lot of that talent. So that would be another team I would maybe put as a sleeper there. Potentially surprise some people here.
I think those are all good picks. As Watertown gets the first points here in the second quarter.
So a tool. So 13-7. A little bit of a press here, Zach, by Watertown. Kind of interesting here. They don't play that many guys. It looks like they didn't sub at all in that first quarter.
I'm going to
Off the
say it's
mark
a
there.
bit of a reverse, as normally Seymour and Coach Carfiello is putting the press on here at home.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that we haven't seen him put the press on. But here's the thing: you got to score to put the press on,
Yes, you do.
and we haven't seen Seymour have consistency scoring.
No, I mean, but that, and then also they haven't been able to control the boards defensively, which those were both problems last year. If you look at their team, I mean, they scored, they were streakily scoring, and they always had trouble defending their defensive glass, allowing a lot of offensive rebounds. So those are things that they got to solve here going forwards.
Villanueva, good pressure there by Davis, but
I was going
these
to
two have been
say,
going at it. He just got stripped.
he's been a nightmare so far. Good finish, too, in the other way.
You can't turn the ball over.
Yeah, Watertown
And that's
starting
kind of
to.
uncustom. Unlike Seymour, usually has pretty good ball handling. Like we said, the last couple of years with Rossetti and Carfiello. You had guys like Joey Carfiello that could bring it up, and Shane White Jr.
Yeah. Well, Watertown's starting to open this up a little bit here. I know they're only up 8, but points have been hard to come by. So
Douglas to shoot two here.
these are, as Douglas misses the first, this is another place that Seymour has struggled in the past too. Is we're gonna get our first sub here for
Number
Watertown.
12. I don't have a. I have to look at the roster here.
Yeah, we don't have their number, courtesy of as Douglas makes the second.
So press here for Seymour, but Watertown gets through it. Easy two for
Yeah,
Tool.
that's way too easy.
Step in and take that charge, Zach.
We haven't seen much physicality from Seymour.
No.
I think that's
Got
gonna get
on.
Cortello. Yeah, they're gonna get Cortello.
So his first. Yeah, I don't like how teams don't put numbers on their rosters, Zach, other than their 5 starters. That's awesome. Well, hey, number 12, I apologize. We don't have your number here, but so Watertown with their first substitution of the game. O'Toole misses it. Good rebound there by Platt, and he gets an easy two. We talked about rebounding. I mean, Watertown's not that big, Zach. So, I know last year, that was kind of an Achilles heel for Seymour a little bit. Just the rebounding. We used to see our favorite Ethan Placencia come in there and
Yeah,
just grab those rebounds and just come in there like a workhorse and just grab 5 or 6 rebounds. They don't have that size here. I mean, they've got some height though.
but
Motel,
they're not.
Douglas, and
But they're not
Krashenko.
guys that are gonna go in there and do that. I mean, not in that sense of doing the dirty work on the glass like that. They're lacking that dude. Like I know they did get it from Carfiello and even Bam
Shane
last
White
year.
Jr. Yeah.
But besides that, I mean, it's gonna have to be Cortello, Motel, and then Krashenko. They're the guys that are gonna have to start mixing it up. You got
So,
to set the tone off the start. And right now, they let Watertown come into their gym and go up 11.
and the offense has really kind of been stymied here. But Watertown's in a man-to-man. I would think you'd be. That's what I was saying. You'd be able to get some of these. Just good rebound there by Motel. Villanueva gets blocked. Should have just run up the first side. Number 12 threw it away. I think he got up in the air. Should have shot it. But
Yeah, but there, Villanueva, left hand finish there. You had the defender on your back.
I thought Motel, that was a good shot though. That's like some good, that's probably the best offensive action we've seen here in the second half.
Well, as soon as
Second quarter,
Krashenko
excuse
came
me.
back in, but Krashenko has 2 fouls, which is the only issue. Douglas has got to go up strong there. He's going to get fouled. He's got
Gotta
to.
make his free throws too.
It's just a weak take though. Weak take.
Yeah.
He had him trapped on his back. He sealed the guy. One dribble, boom, tough, and up.
That's the second on Platt. They got him down. Is that his first? I'm saying that's his first. I got 2 on Platt. That would be a big second foul because we have not seen Douglas misses the free throw. You got to make free throws. So Watertown has 10 players dressed, Zach. They don't have much of a bench there, so it'd be interesting to see if they can if Seymour can attack, get some of these guys in foul trouble. Douglas misses the second. Motel had a hand on it, just couldn't pull it down.
That's why I said though, when they go to the basket, they got to go up strong. Good steal by
Krashenko,
Krashenko.
Seymour's got numbers. Got to make the layup. Good
That's it.
rebound there by Krashenko. He gets the putback. He's got 4. Gonna need more of that, Zach.
Yeah, I think here's the issue though, is you just mentioned go up strong. Villanueva was looking to draw the contact instead of finish and then go through the contact, which they're gonna have to figure that out. One, and then two, they're also gonna have to figure out how to get some stops. As Platt's gonna get the friendly roll here, so he's 3 for probably 6 on corner threes. He hit 2 on the left, 1 on the right.
He's got 13 to lead all scorers. Zach, good pass there. Douglas. What happened there? Draws another foul. That is going to be that should be Platt. I have Platt for 2. If that's on Platt,
That is Platt.
yeah. So they're saying 2. I think that's his third, but I guess not. So only the second there on Platt, but that's a big foul because if you're the Watertown coach here, Gary Robinson, this is another free throw here.
I'll tell you what I'm doing down at the stretch.
Fouling Douglas.
Yep.
And good call here by Coach Robinson. He pulls Platt. He's got 2 fouls. He's their leading
Let's see.
scorer.
I think Coach
Yeah,
Carpiello has also seen enough of these missed free throws by Douglas.
Douglas. And he gets his own rebound now. Good job there. Got to make free throws though, Zach.
Tough bucket
Villanueva.
from Villanueva. So Seymour inches a bit closer. They cut it to 10. They're going to need to get it
Seymour here got to
done.
get stops one
I
at a
was going
time.
to say. They got to get it done on the defensive end now. Look to get out in transition.
So interesting how Watertown counters here because Platt was your leading scorer. He had 50%, over 50% of your points here. It looked like a travel there. Tough take there by Barbieri. He just got that one off.
I mean, you're going to have to see one of these four guys be more aggressive here for Seymour and Cortello, Motel, or Krishenko, and even Villanueva. Douglas, you got to take that up strong.
Douglas is going to go to the hole again. He is 1 for 6, Zach. So let's see.
So I will give him his credit. He's getting to the free throw line, but
Got
he's
to make
not
free throws.
converting.
He's probably the one guy right now, if you're Watertown, that you want to foul.
Well, I think that's kind of what they're doing is they're leaving him open and they're taking the other four out. 1 for 7. What's that thing that they do at Nets games when you're at? If they miss a few free throws, you
I'm
get
not
free French
sure.
fries,
That
something like that.
if you make them, you get French fries. 2 for 8, Zach. So Douglas is going to get subbed out here.
That's the difference in the game.
Yeah.
6 points, 24-19.
Matthew Barton into the game. So again, another new player for Coach Carp's played 10 player. Villanueva with the steal. He's going to get fouled. So that's quick. 2 fouls on number 12. He picked up the last one. So again, Watertown doesn't look like Coach Robinson plays a lot of players. He's got 2 players now. His 6th man with 2, and his leading scorer with 2. So Villanueva didn't even hit the rim on that one. It looked like.
Well, I guess I know what they're doing in practice tomorrow. They combined 2 for 9 from the free throw line so far. 3 for 10.
Nice to see the young fella make that one. So press here by Seymour. Good job. Timeout there by Coach Robinson. Good call by Coach Robinson. He's going to take a 30. So, Zach, tonight is the kickoff of the boys basketball high school season here in Connecticut. So, some teams are playing in league. This is an NVL game, so you got both, 2 NVL teams, but it's a big night overall. There's some really big games and some teams that we'll have. I know we'll talk about this later in the broadcast about future games and stuff, but we've got Trumbull versus Hamden, Ward versus Warren, Prep versus New Canaan, Greenwich versus West Haven, Hand versus Ludlow, Wilbercross and Staples, and Stanford and Amity. So kind of a really interesting night. It's the first night. Typically, you don't play like a big game, I guess.
Yeah.
If you think about college teams, they usually kick things off with
Cupcake.
cupcake,
Cupcake schedule.
but not here in Connecticut. So some really big games happening. I know there's a lot of holiday tournaments that'll be coming up too. So it'd be interesting to see how things shake out. We'll talk about our top 5 here at Project Purple
Yes.
for this season that we'll be keeping. But so press here for Seymour. Watertown deflected there. Good job there by Seymour. Motel comes up with it. Yeah, almost.
Let it fly, Motel.
Oof, way off the mark. Oh, good. Yeah, that's a travel. 6-7 there. Little 6-7 action there from Motel.
It was Krishenko.
Krishenko, sorry. Ooh, almost stole it again.
Good pass.
Good job there by Watertown. So Morris gets on the board, his first 2. If you're Seymour, you just got to get a stop here, man. You can't lock, especially with Watertown's top scorer on the bench. Sloppy there, almost stolen there. Motel wants it. Got to recognize. Sorry, that was Krishenko. Couldn't see the sneakers.
Oh, boy.
Tough take. Nice job there by O'Toole. He's got all his 6 here in this quarter, Zach.
He just went right by Motel. He literally walked past him.
So this lead now goes to 14 here. Not a good sign if you're Coach Carf. O'Toole makes the free throw. He's got a solid 7 here in this quarter.
They need, you got to have Motel, Cortello, or Krishenko go downhill at the basket.
Almost got a steal there. Ought to make the layup there from Motel.
So that's what
too
they
much
have to do,
one-on-one
though.
there, Zach.
But I think that's what you're going to have to do now, down 14, 15. You're
Got to
going to
get
have,
stops.
yes, but they also need to get it to their scores and get them in scoring lanes. Krashenko's going to try a three, can't connect.
Motel with the rebound, put back. Press here. You gotta get it. You gotta get a stop here. Oh, that was the stop.
He just got bailed out there, but now they got to go back down the other way quickly. Just go get ahead of steam. Nice. That's the best take if they could have finished it I've seen all night.
Cortella, a little bit of that football rust. Motel, Krashenko gets it to.
Ooh, a little bit of life here. They
Your
can
Seymour, get this under 10 before the half. You don't need to take the lead. Got to be smart there by Krashenko. That's his third.
see. I agree with what Coach Carfiello is saying, but he left his feet. Once you leave your feet, even if you're straight up, they're gonna call it. At least in the high school level.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. At the high school level. College, it's a different story. So Morris here to shoot two. This is the first. So Brito in, checks in for Krashenko. He's not happy.
Well, he has 3 fouls, and he's their senior captain. They need him on the court. They don't need him on the bench.
Morris makes the second. So 30 to 18, 43 seconds here.
And if you can get downhill, get a 2, get it to 10, maybe a 3, cut it to 9, that's what you're looking to do here.
Zach, just early here, I'd love to see some two-man here. I know they're playing on that cut, but nice take there by Motel. He's
It's
got
a little
four.
Kevin Durant-esque there, the jumper from Motel.
10-point game here. You got to get a stop, though. You can't let Watertown score. Good job there by Motel to get a hand on it.
Well, I will say, all things considered, if they can get out of this just down 10, it's a pretty solid first half considering they could
The
not
offensive
score.
woes that they've had. Player coming back. And the thing is, Platt has been out since the 6-minute mark when he picked up that second foul. So if you're Coach Robinson going into halftime, you got to be ecstatic. You're leading scorer here for this game, and you're able to keep this lead. Number 12, nice take by number 12. Sorry, we don't have a name. We'll try to get that at halftime. But so 32 to 20, Watertown up 12. But Zach, free throws would have put Seymour back into this game. So, if Seymour had made their free throws just in that quarter, this would be a 1-point game.
Oh, yeah.
Well, excuse me, 3-point game because it's a 12-point lead. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting here, for Seymour. I know a lot of young guys, a lot of kids that we said haven't played varsity, but we'll come back here with about 5 minutes to go. Make sure to subscribe to Project Purple Sports because we've got a busy, busy winter, and you don't want to miss any of the action. We'll see you in a couple minutes.
Sophomore guard, number 11, Damian Villanueva.
Bam Motel, guard, junior, number 5. Senior captain, number 3, Nick Yaroshenko. Sophomore.
Anthony Portello, number 2, senior captain, forward.
Junior, center, number 13, Sean Douglas.
Head coach, my 23rd season, Joe Carfiello.
Wildflower Confections is a veteran-run boutique bakery in downtown Seymour. I say boutique because we do custom cakes for all kinds of occasions, big or small, birthdays, weddings, big celebrations, all things that you would need something sweet for. So that's where we really like to shine, is the custom work. We also have a brick and mortar storefront where you can come in and get cookies, cupcakes, merchandise, cold items like rolled cake truffles that we do by hand, and all things that you can imagine.
All right, so we are back here. We're gonna just talk about a few things while we got the time here. You wanted to talk about Project Purple Sports?
Yeah, so
Give you the
Project Purple
honors.
Sports is a really exciting initiative. As we said at the beginning, if you were listening, this is year 3. Zach, we're going into 3 years, man. I feel old, but not that old.
Yeah, I started it when I was in college, and so how do you
Yeah,
think I
yeah.
feel?
So, really exciting initiative where we bring awareness to our mission of a world without pancreatic cancer by supporting student athletes around the country. We've done Zach, I think we've covered every sport, every high school sport, right?
Yeah,
I think we've
uh,
pretty
ex-
much.
except for track and field, but that's kind of hard
Yeah,
for
it's
us, and
true, true.
cross country, which are the
Yeah,
two bread and butter things that we do at Project
yeah,
Purple.
we do a lot of running, but yeah, we haven't covered those two. So maybe in the future we'll see that. But just a great initiative for us to bring, awareness through athletics, through high schools, throughout the country. And so just really excited to be able to do this. Clearly, being in a gymnasium is a lot easier than being out in the elements. We had one football game this fall, a couple soccer games, a couple football games actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, not one, but we had a couple
we
with
had the historic Seymour
Ansonia
Ansonia
losing
upset.
here at Seymour. So, yeah, so just super excited to be back here in the gymnasium. But we couldn't do this program without our sponsors, and one of them that's been a big part of what we do here at Project Purple with everything is New Balance. New Balance comes in to support our student athletes with gear and supports this initiative that we have at Project Purple in providing streaming services and support to these student athletes. Here in the state of Connecticut, we've got a great partnership that we launched 2 years ago with Hartford Healthcare. Hartford Healthcare has been a big partner of ours in everything that we do here in the state of Connecticut and raising awareness and supporting that initiative of helping to find early detection screening protocol for people that will be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. But they're a big support here of Project Purple Sports. And without New Balance and without Hartford Healthcare, we couldn't put on Project Purple Sports. So thank you to both of them for their support. I know at halftime we played a commercial. One of our local sponsors, Wild Flower Confections, great space down in downtown Seymour. If you're ever in downtown Seymour, great place to look for them. Zoe's Pizza, another local sponsor. Thank you to their support, both Wildflower and Zoe's Pizza. Zoe's Pizza is great before the game, after the game, depending on what time you
Yes,
get out. It might not be open, but if you're coming into town to watch Seymour, grab a slice. Or you can't grab slices, but grab a small pie at Zoe's Pizza.
traditional Greek pizza.
So Zach, we've got a busy season. We've got a lot of games, so make sure to follow us on Twitter, Project Purple Sports, and make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We're going to have a lot of games this year, a couple new schools. We've got some commits already. We'll be back at Notre Dame, Colby. We'll be doing some Colby games
Yes,
at Colby
Trumbull,
Cathedral. I'm so excited to have that option this year. Also, Trumbull St. Joe's again, both
they're
boys and
back.
girls. We're doing some Notre Dame. So let's talk about our top five, Zach. So I know, a lot of top 10 list coming out. I know we've got our own top five because we're going with the five best boys basketball teams in the state. So I know at number one, we both had Notre Dame West Haven, and at number two, Notre Dame Prep. Those seem to be the top two teams in the state. And then it's kind of like everybody else, what the rest of the state has to offer. And, you got a couple teams. I know in some of the polls that we've seen early, you've got some schools, and no disrespect to anyone, but some of the championship teams from last year in Manchester, St. Bernard as well, that were in the top 10, but both of those teams lost all their starters. So
Yes,
we don't really have them in the top five, but we've got a couple teams in Windsor. Windsor's got a really young team. They made it to the quarterfinals of Division One. A team down in Fairfield County that I like a lot that I saw in the summertime, but Staples. Uh,
they're good.
Great point guard, already committed to Connecticut College. Platt out of the middle of the state, bringing back a lot of their starters, and then you got the Catholics, East and Northwest Catholic, bringing back some players. So that kind of rounds out our top
And
five. We've got a
I'll
couple
tell
other
you,
teams
yeah, but I'll tell
to
you
look
my
at.
sleeper dark horse team just because I saw at least one of their guys play last year. Trumbull with Sean
Oh,
Wilson.
we like Trumbull a lot.
That dude put the league on notice going into the tournament. The only reason they lost was they ran into Manchester and States. As Krashenko gets his steal, he's going to go up strong and he's going to get two right away. But they're my dark horse team to watch in Connecticut basketball this year.
Watertown's got numbers, and Platt gets right back to it. He's got 15 for the game, Zach.
Pretty much 50% of their points. Good
If you're
pass.
Seymour, you gotta stop Platt. Douglas just can't find the rim tonight.
He's got to go with that little Hartenstein floater by Villanueva there. Pass that up for a contested shot.
If I was Seymour, I would get downhill fast because I would attack Platt. He's got 2 fouls. Cortella drives to the hoop. Nice take by Cortella.
That's what you're going to need to see from him, Krashenko, and Motel. They got to get downhill. That's going to be 4 on Krashenko.
That is a bad foul, Krashenko.
I mean, when he's on the floor, Seymour looks like a completely different team than when he's off the floor.
So a 2 to shoot 2. Krashenko's got 4, so he's going to sit. And 2 makes the first. Champagne in to replace Krashenko.
I like that.
And O'Toole makes a second. So senior co-captain, right? With Krashenko. You just gotta let the kid take the let him take that.
Champagne lines one up.
So if you're Krashenko, you just let him get the layup. You got 3 fouls. You don't need to pick up your 4th. I mean, they've been calling it. The refs have been calling. I don't say tight, but
yeah, but also even there, like you could potentially draw a charge. Like he's coming right at you. You know he's where he's going. Just stand there and he's gonna run you over. That's gonna be 4th foul by Champagne. I mean,
Champagne with his 3rd.
It's just there's little mistakes that are being made right now that it's because there's a lack of experience for Seymour, right? Like you never want to, as the free throw is made there by Morris, you never want to foul from behind on a jump shot. Like you're not gonna block them. You're just gonna send them to the line to shoot 2.
Zach, and I mentioned this before the game. So Watertown's made 80% of their free throws. Seymour opposite. It's only made 20%. But something that we Villanueva and Davis going at it again. Something that we said in the beginning about football rust. The other thing too, some of these players for Seymour play multiple sports, not just football. But Champagne, I know, plays soccer.
Cortello's the quarterback.
Cortella plays football. So I wonder. You just don't have just basketball players. Flat, wide open. O'Toole. He's got 4 just in this quarter. Leads up to 16. You just don't have basketball players.
Yeah, and I think also another issue is they don't have a lot of shooting. So a game like this, right? Like you can't win this game by going 2 for 2 and no stops. You're gonna need some stops, and you're also gonna need some shooting. I don't know if they have either of those.
Yeah. So I know we were saying before the team that gets the 51st is going to win, and Watertown is 8 points from 50.
But what I also really understand is it was the best take I've seen in a while. But you got to be, because that's going to be a 3 on the way, and that's going to drop in.
Davis, he gets back on the scoring board.
Coach Carfield is going to burn a timeout here. You need to find, if you're Cortello, if you're Motel, you need to go. Even if you're going to Wava, someone's got to step up and try to take over the game. And I think if you're Coach Carfiello, you don't have any choice but to put Krashenko back in now, because what are you going to wait for it to get even more out of hand? It doesn't look like he's gonna do that, but what do you do here? It's not much.
If you're Seymour, you got to get stops. It's just pretty simple. Basketball's not a complex game, Zach. You gotta stop people. You gotta put the ball in the hole, make baskets, make free throws. Seymour struggled so far in almost 2.5 quarters of play here. 26 points. That's not gonna, you know,
I
and they
mean,
haven't been able to stop Watertown here, in this
I
half.
also think they need to find someone offensively to be that 1A guy that can go get a bucket. I think that's where they're also struggling with the identity of what type of team they're going to be too,
Yeah.
right? Like I don't think they're going to be a team that you can run all these screens and ever. You got to get people downhill. You got to score some points.
O'Toole gets out. A little bit of contact. Villanova with a basket hanging here. He's going to pick up 2. He's got 9. Berto with the steal. Numbers here.
Champagne has to fill that lane there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no.
O'Toole with another 2 here. He's quickly filling up the stat book here, Zach. The only thing I don't like here, Villanova should try to get rid of that ball. He's got Davis in his shorts. Like, get the ball up, pass the ball up on the zone, on the press. Too much one-on-one right now for Seymour here. As you said, trying to find that person, but like you can't. There's no one here on the court that.
I get it completely, and then they're just getting walked
Walked
down
Yeah,
on the press break.
Morris and O'Toole have done all the damage here for the most part. I mean, Platt has been non-existent, but Berto just hands it to Davis.
I don't know if that was a foul there.
That's an and 1, Justin Davis. This has gotten real ugly real quick, Zach.
Yeah, but I also don't like. I don't think that was a foul. He wasn't looking to make any sort of contact. That was on. Davis was looking for contact, went into the contact, and finished. I'll give him props for a good finish,
He
but
made the layup.
I don't think it was an and 1.
But the steal there, you just can't hand the ball.
It was the
Champagne got
makeup
bailed
foul.
out there.
Yep.
That was a bailout. So Morris is going to pick up his 3rd, though, Zach. So if you're Coach Robinson, I don't know what you do here.
I mean, what I will say though is, just in some of the notes we got, shout out to our intern working hard for us when he's in the office. They were 3-17 the year prior, but Coach Robinson came in last year and made them a state qualifier team in their first year. So he's working on building the culture as Champagne makes the first. And that's all you can do, right? You need a new coach come in, reset the culture, and hopefully you win some games.
Well, he's got a nice nucleus here. I mean, Champagne makes the 2nd. You've got Davis as a point guard here. He's actually played very well this second half. O'Toole with a deep 3, faded. Why would you fade on that? He went straight up. Nice cut there, nice pass.
I mean,
O'Toole is just, again, he might be the leading scorer now.
I will say though, Davis has been impressive to your point, defensively and just playmaking.
Platt with a steal.
Oh, he's just gonna spot
pull.
up. Oh boy. Oh, he was heat checking, but they're up 23, so he can do that. Champagne to try to get a corner 3. Can't get it to go. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. And Champagne and O'Toole going at it. Now
Trying to keep
Portello
the
and the refs
players
going.
separated. Let's just see here on the replay.
Well, so Champagne got his jersey as he was coming through, and then O'Toole didn't like it and shoved him.
Coach Karf bringing the players over. So let's see what happens here.
Well, the game lost the plot officially now. We got about 10 minutes left to play too, and Watertown is up 23.
We have so that's going to be on 4.
So
Who's
I
that
guess
on?
they got
Player 1.
Champagne, I would assume.
Yeah, that's Champagne. That's his 4th. So just a common foul. I mean, I guess that's good to see. Just a common foul. Nothing accelerated. Zach Platt coming. He's going to get it back here. 12 into the game. He replaces Morris. So Seymour in that 3-2 zone. This is the other thing. If you're not, you got to get stops, especially playing in a zone when you're down 23. I don't know how many games you're going to get back into it if you're not making shots. Krashenko back into it, Zach.
He's about to get his 5th. He's about to get his 5th. Oh, they're going to say he's out of bounds. Good sportsmanship by Motel there.
Yeah.
Help up Davis.
Yeah, so Krashenko back into the game. He's got 4 fouls. He just
He was lucky they
stay
didn't
away
get him
on
with
D.
a push. Well, they almost loose ball. He almost pushed them. They could have went 50-50 there with how they were calling the game today.
The other thing too, Zach. So Watertown plays in that lower division. You know, the NBL.
Portello's going to try at 3. That's the first 3 Seymour's made all night.
So Watertown plays in that lower division. So they'll play Seymour once because Seymour's in that upper division based on previous year's record. That saves it. Brito, jump ball there. A lot of contact.
Maybe Seymour basketball. They can cut it to under 20 here.
If you're Seymour, try to get it to 15. You got 90 seconds left. But so Watertown plays in that lower division. I believe Woodland is still in that division, which is kind of odd. But I guess based on their 5-year record.
Portello's going to work. Can't get it to go.
Good rebound there. Brito has it. Krashenko.
He's got it.
Good work from Krashenko. He's got 5. So
okay. So I guess they found their guys that are going to need to get something to happen. But those are the 2 that you need. They're the senior captains, right?
So as we were saying, Watertown plays in that lower division. Woodland. You also have Oxford, Derby. You played those teams twice. Seymour is in that middle where you get Ansonia twice. St. Paul. So tougher division. So, you know, kudos to Coach Robinson. I mean, he's building there. So we'll see what happens this year. But so far, I mean, they're winning. So can't knock them. Let's see if they can hold on to this lead here.
I think what it's going to come down to is Seymour just made their first 2 threes of the game, and up until that point, I think they got to have missed their first 6 of them. So I think the biggest reason Seymour will lose this game, besides them getting themselves in this hole, is they don't have the shooting to dig themselves out of it.
Yeah. But Zach, if you don't have shooting, then you got to do it on defense. You can't
Exactly.
let a team score. You know, we're on Watertown's on pace for 75 points this game here. If this pace continues here. So good move there. Travel back. O'Toole been impressive, Zach. He's got.
Honestly, I think the most impressive
He's got
player
15.
on Watertown
Wide open, Krashenko.
has been Davis.
Krashenko with the 2.
Like, to me,
53,
Davis
38.
is the one that's getting everything done for them defensively, setting everything up offensively. So Platt and O'Toole owe all their points to Davis running the offense. Because I'll give Platt a little bit more credit, but I haven't seen much from O'Toole besides getting a few.
O'Toole got the rebound.
Yeah, but he's been getting handed stuff.
Got another rebound and fouled.
You know, like the way I've seen for Watertown, I like Davis. He plays hard. He's got a nice handle offensively. He's been in Villanueva's pockets all night.
O'Toole's going to shoot two here, Zach. But if you're Seymour and Coach Carp, when he looks back at our stream here at this game, shooting, as you mentioned, O'Toole makes the first, but rebounds. I know that's been kind of the challenge the last couple of years. So got a couple substitutions. Douglas.
Free throws too are an issue
Yeah,
for him.
yeah. I mean, they haven't. I mean, they've actually shot well this quarter, but the first quarter, yeah, they missed 9 of them, right? Excuse me, 8. No, 7. They missed 7 free. No, they missed 8. They missed 8 free throws in that first half.
That's the difference.
Yeah, it almost looked like a travel there. I'd like to see the ball move a little bit more.
Well, Seymour's been moving so slow offensively. On the way they can't get it to go. Watertown's going to have to put one up. They're not going to get it off in time.
So 55-38 here, Zach. Watertown, if you're Seymour here, you got to do it in this first 2 minutes of this quarter, this fourth quarter, or else I'm going to call it an early night, Zach. But, you know, if you're Seymour, got to get stops, got to make shots. Pretty easy.
And they
Stops
can
and
go on.
shots.
I was going to say, they can go on a 6-0 run to start off the fourth quarter. They'll be in business, right? That's the way I look at it. I mean, it's if they can shut down or disrupt how Davis has been running the offense. I hate to say it, but I'm just saying. All right, we got Shane White who at home tuning in, calling us out for certain sports that we did not cover.
Yeah, we are working on hockey, Mr. White, and we are also working on wrestling. We do show a lot of chair. We haven't been invited to any chair competitions. So that's a great thing here, Zach. If someone is interested in, maybe there are someone out there that is impacted by pancreatic cancer or just would love for us to bring the Project Purple Sports Initiative and you want us to do a chair event or a swimming meet or golf for that matter.
I'm gonna say golf.
Where's
You
the
want me
best
to go
place for
follow
people?
you?
Where's the best place for people to find out more, Zach?
ProjectPurple.org/sports. Very easy for you guys.
So Watertown gets the ball here to start the quarter. Up 17. Good defense there.
They're gonna get him for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That is the best defense I've seen from Seymour tonight.
If you're Seymour, you want to be careful here. You want to be very careful here because Watertown, in the sense
you
that
got to go quick though. You can't run the offense. You got to go downhill. You got to go quick. But that was the best. Shout out to Villanueva. Best defense I've seen from anyone tonight. He's gonna line up a 3 and he's gonna get it to go. So now he's drawing back with Davis, letting him know that he's here. Platt's going to try to answer, can't get it to go. O'Toole's going to get it and one, and
rebounds.
That was a poor foul there. I don't know if that was Krashenko or
17.
Motel. They got Motel there. So Krashenko will stay. Just when everything was going right, can't get the defensive rebound.
O'Toole played a lot last year, Zach. I think we had their game here.
No, we didn't have Seymour Watertown because they were at Watertown last year.
Okay. I've seen him play before. He's having a good game. He misses that free throw.
He knows our sports intern because he told me O'Toole and Platt play very well for him when he played at Woodland.
That sports intern. So foul there. Looks like that foul is going to be on Davis. His first. Wow.
You got
So 16-point lead here, Zach. You got to score, but like you got to be careful if you're Seymour. I mean, good way to start the quarter here, but you, you got to get a score and you got to get stops. Can't take bad shots. So let's see here if they can get some offensive motion here.
it's a good play design there.
Got to make your layups though. If you're Villanueva, you got to make the bunnies.
And you
Good
can't let him
pass.
do that.
O'Toole he's got 19, Zach. He's been the difference here. I know we talked about Platt. Ooh, he's going to pick up that foul. That's his second.
Yeah, but who was the one who found him? Basket hanging. Number 3.
Yeah, Davis is.
I don't want to take anything from O'Toole, but I'm just saying the way Davis has made the game easier for Platt and O'Toole has been impressive to watch, while also limiting Villanueva's offensive output.
Well, I don't. Off the top of the backboard, hit the pile. Tough shot there by Barton. So I know we've talked about this often, at the levels in high school when you have those strong point guards, and we've seen a lot of them last year. We're going to see a lot of them. You mentioned one of them before, Sean Wilson, kind of plays the point. He does everything there.
Oh yeah,
Right?
he's LeBron James.
O'Toole, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say LeBron James, but you see at this level, at this high school level, you got the Charlottes, you got the point guard at
You gotta
Staples.
get over.
Got to get the ball over. 10 seconds, yeah. So up to 20 here, but point guard at this level really dictates the game for your team. The pace, the offense, the defense, right? So I think blocked there by Cortella. He's going to get fouled there. So
It's gonna be Motel.
Platt's going to shoot 2. Is that Motel?
He's got to be at least 3 or 4
That's
fouls
his
now.
third, yeah. So interesting contrast here for Seymour. We mentioned, a couple guys, Rossetti, and then, Robbie Carfield in the last 5 years, as point guards. And now you've got, Villanueva coming in here to try to run the point. Much different for Coach Carfiello than what he's had the last 5 years. But, again, here in high school, when you have strong guards and strong point guards, you can go a long way. So Krishenko tried to get it under, but O'Toole needs how to get it. Oh, almost threw it down, Zach. Where'd that come from? O'Toole almost threw it down. Krishenko with a fadeaway 3. Platt with the rebound. Nice pass there. Morris gets a 2. Officials timeout.
I think something's happening with O'Toole's eye right now.
He's got contacts. I blame the sneakers, Zach. He's got those Ying Ming, is that the Dwayne Wades?
The way of
Those purple
Wade's, I
Way
cannot
of
tell.
Wades. I think he's got Way of Wades on. He needs better sneakers.
Get him a New Balance deal.
I think we know someone there.
Yeah.
Some Cooper Flags.
Good move by
Krishenko makes the
Krishenko.
layup.
He's got to be in double figures now, close to.
He is, yeah.
Only 1 for Seymour.
He's got 15. Villanueva's in double figures with 11.
Good
Villanueva all
defense
over
there by
Davis.
Villanueva.
Hey, Zach, he's the last guy to get back here. Get down the court, son. And he's talking to him. I think Davis is bleeding.
We just got some input from ex-Seymour class of last year saying the way of Wades are the best.
Way of Wades
That's
are the
that's what I heard from
I don't
Bam
know.
White, or as you call him, SWJ.
So new sub in here for Seymour. 22. Ogamayan is into the game. Apologize. It's a new name. I haven't said that often.
Going to work early.
Platt had it off Krishenko. It's going to stay. Good job there. Good sportsmanship.
No, I will
Platt.
say, for having the most fouls, there's only one guy who's constantly in the middle of everything, which is also a bit of an issue if you are Seymour.
Little miscommunication there by Watertown. That would have been the time to get the ball there if you're Seymour, but just
Tool's gonna put Motel on an island.
O'Toole, he's going to drive. He's been tough, man. Tough take by O'Toole. He's just eating Seymour up at the rim, Zach.
Yeah, Seymour doesn't have anyone that can challenge him right now.
Portella spins, unable to connect. Morris with the rebound. Davis will control. This game's starting to slip away from Seymour with any chance coming back. 67-43 Watertown. Villanueva gets a hand on it. He's up ahead.
Gonna have to let it fly here.
Morris with the rebound. It's not a good shot, Zach. Good pass there. Platt right open. He gets back on the board. Good pass from O'Toole.
Well, I think it may be safe to say that it's close to being over as they're up 26. Motel midi, no good. Rebound, up strong. Bucket, Seymour. They're down 24. So they need to average.
They scored 7 in this quarter, Zach. Just again, we talked about offense and where's it going to come from. Just have had some struggles tonight on the offensive side. I mean, 3 minutes ago, and they're still at 45 points. It looks like Coach Carfiello is maybe going to put in some subs here. It's going to.
They need to not empty the bench, but they need to start emptying the gas tank right now. You cannot stand around down 24 points.
Another turnover there by Villanueva. Zach Davis has been strong. He really is the glue. I mean, O'Toole is their offense with Platt, but Davis has been nice pass there. O'Toole just baited him.
Count it.
He's got 10 in this quarter, Zach.
He's exposing the lack of athleticism and size down low.
He's had 19 just in this half, and Watertown's going to empty their bench here in a second.
Well,
So to make it 20, he's got 26 for the game right now. Chris O'Toole, big game for O'Toole. Looks like Watertown's emptying their bench. They're calling it. Seymour the same. We have no numbers and last names corresponding with this Watertown team. So O'Toole to shoot the free throw. He nails that. He's got 11 for this quarter. He's going to finish the night with 27 points, Zach. 21 in the second half. That's a hell of a half.
It really is. He outscored Seymour this half alone.
Yeah. Champagne gets a rebound, gets it stolen. Number 1 here for Watertown. That's a travel.
Gonna be a travel.
So 72-45 Watertown here. Tons of substitutions in here for both teams. Fans are starting to kind of walk out here, so it looks like Seymour faithful don't believe in the comeback, Zach.
I mean, those kids all look the exact same, just different fonts walking out of here. I guess that's what's going on in high school. Champagne puts him on an island. Hand down, man down. Whoa, where was that all game?
Champagne's got 5. But offensively,
It's not over yet.
a minute 30, 90 seconds to go, Zach. I think the fat lady has sung and got up some popcorn.
Statistician Mike has been saying that if they average 10 points for
I mean,
the
with
next...
the shot clock, yes. But, like, I don't think there's a 10-point play anywhere on the court. I don't think the CIAC has instituted that yet.
Yeah. They're not like the Ice Cube League where they got the 4-point shot yet.
Up ahead for Barton. Barton gets on the board. So for Seymour, a bunch of players have scored, which is good. Just haven't seen players score in bunches.
Or a lot of defense.
Yeah. I think to your point, you got to have the two captains on the court, right? You got to have Motel and Krishenko out on the court along with Cortell. I think it's I think this year is going to be like the three-headed beast for Seymour and Cortella, Motel, and Krishenko. When those three are not on the court, you're going to have to find offense somewhere. Champagne jump ball is going to stay Seymour here. 29 seconds to go, down 22 though. So if you're Watertown, hats off to Coach Robinson. Chris O'Toole, someone to look for here in the NBL, Zach. I mean, Watertown, as we mentioned, plays in that lower division. He's going to have a lot of opportunity. Barton misses that jump hook, but O'Toole's going to get a lot of opportunity to score some points. He might be, I mean, you have games like this when you score 20. A lot of people don't realize scoring 27 in a game. Not many kids do that at this level, right? So he's going to get opportunities. He's going to, clearly they work the ball really well. You've got a point guard in Justin Davis. So congrats to Coach Robinson. They're going to win here 72 to 50. What did we say? The first team to 50 wins, and we were kind of joking to start the game that we didn't think both teams, I mean, the way it started was 11-7. We were like, all right, either team going to get to 50. Well, guess what? Both teams get to 50, but hats off to Coach Robinson and O'Toole and Davis and Platt. I mean, they got good contribution from Morris as well.
Three-headed monster of their own there with
really
the three of them.
Morris in double figures as well. I mean, they had 4 players in double figures in Davis, O'Toole, Morris, and Platt. So
sounds like Seymour's team last year.
Yeah. So a couple of just quick announcements here, Zach. We are going to be back. We've got a full winter schedule here, so make sure to subscribe to this channel. As we mentioned, we're going to be bringing a lot of Notre Dame prep, Notre Dame of Fairfield games, St. Joe's and Trumbull. Who else am I missing here, Zach? We got a bunch of games coming up. Possibly
Colby.
Jonathan Law, Colby Cathedral.
We'll be up in upstate New York, the Clinton School.
Yeah, so we'll be back
Adirondack League.
Yeah, we'll be back here in the NVL, hopefully with some other schools. So make sure to subscribe to our channel. Make sure to follow us on X or Twitter, whatever you call it, at Project Purple Sports. Thank you for watching, and be safe, everyone, and happy holidays from all of us at Project Purple.